America 250 to me means really a resetting. As an African American in this country that I love our people. I'm proud to be an African American, and for me this 250th year is not only a celebration of our persistence, our resistance, our resilience, our creativity, ingenuity, intelligence, all of those things, and then also the role of black women in America and in the history of African Americans here. I'm just excited to be a part of this event. And then with respect to America 250, we are here, we belong, we are Americans, we are of African descent, and we have our place here in the making of this nation. And so celebrating the contributions that we've made throughout not only this 250 years, but going back 400 years and beyond for those who came from Africa to this nation and who actually built it. And so we are proud to be a part of that and a part of that legacy.
What does America 250 mean to me? The history, most certainly, the empowerment of it. I feel that 250 is significant not only for everyone, but most significant for us for a number of reasons. Okay, reason number one, we have endured and struggled and persevered through more than 250 years. So as we, bring ourselves into today's time, it makes me feel proud that we are in the position that we continue to embrace our history, our culture, and our understanding of just being.
America 250 is the height of irony, because in all of those 250 years and before those 250 years, black people have been struggling for our freedom, and we represent the contradiction of America in all of its 250 years.
America 250 means not a damn thing to me. I mean, it really doesn't mean anything. It's like 250 years of what? 250 years ago, we were slaves, right? So no, it just means we got a lot of work to do to get from under the oppression that we're still under right now. That's why it's important to do these museums and put an imprint on the world so that we are represented and, properly documented and whatnot.
America 250 means to me is an opportunity for America to tell the true history of its founding and to not exclude the real history based on our ancestors being a crucial part of American history.
That's hard to answer. America 250 means a whole lot. There was a whole conversation about this in a session the other day that some ladies like 250 don't mean anything to her because we didn't have a place in that and we didn't share that space. And I kind of was with her until a lady stood up and was like, I totally disagree, because we did have a story during that time, and it's important for us to get our story out and what congruent conversation was happening at the same time for the black people. And so 250 for me means renewal. I'm skip to your last question. Being at this conference have encouraged me to be more aware of our spaces in other cities when you travel, but just knowing your own story in your own city. And so 250 has made me more aware of where black stories are not being told.
What America 250 means to me is that we have been here more than 400 years, and being here as part of the AAAM conference means that our story, African Americans, is very important and essential to America's whole story and progress.
America 250 means we have to keep working to find out and figure out and determine where our people were and what role they played. Because I have a line that comes out of Williamsburg, Virginia, that eventually ended up in Williamsburg County, South Carolina. And one of my ancestors was enslaved by John Blair, who was one of the signers of the Constitution and one of our first Supreme Court justices. So he was manumitted in the 1770s, and there are many more stories that we need to find out.
Great question. America 250, to me, as a representative of Cheney, means this gives us an opportunity to tell the world that Cheney University's already been around for 189 years of those 250 years. America 250 for me is Black American history. We're taking full advantage of that at Cheney University by offering tours and workshops, and we're so excited about that.
America 250 for me is a reminder about our really much longer African history and all the ancestors that we come from who have spent time in America for longer than 250 years, but also are bringing all their rich history and culture and traditions that go back to literally the beginning of time. So we are humans who have a very rich and long history, and I'm so honored to be a part of our collective, Africana tradition.
One thing I will take home from this year's event for me is joy. The joy of celebrating our culture, our history, and all of the things I mentioned before, but I carry that with me, and that gives me hope for the future.
What I will take home most certainly is the embodiment of history that I have learned here, because I don't know everything, but this conference has allowed me to meet, greet, and embrace more of myself.
I think most of what I am taking away is the message of self-determination. We must maintain and preserve our own stories. We must continue to build our own institutions. And so this is my first time at AAAM, and I am just excited to be amongst like-minded institution builders.
The thing that I'm going to take away from AAAM is that there are a lot of people that are doing the same work that we're doing in their communities, and the network of community and bridge building that we're doing with each other is on a scale that I never expected, and I'm delighted to see it happening, and I want to see it continue and be a part of it.
The one thing I'm going to take home from AAAM 2026 is that the participants and the organizations represented here are fueled now based on what they have experienced through the presentation, knowing that in many cases the work has just begun to contribute the truth to America through their institutions and the stories that they will tell going forward. Also that they will have confidence to not feel left out of this historical story, that it is their duty to tell the story and to be truthful about the freedom that is their right as an American to tell that American story. And I feel confident that the other attendees here are going to be fortified with the new energy and truth to do just that, because I know I will. It's been a wonderful conference. Philadelphia has been a wonderful host to us, and it is just a joy to be in a profession where you can see your kinspeople who are invested in doing the same precious work.
One thing that I'm going to take home from AAAM is this reunion family feeling that museums, that we bring to each other. And so I want to bring that same feeling to Tuskegee and to the Legacy Museum on campus, so that when people come to the museum, they're learning it's their museum, that they're coming home and learning about our perseverance, endurance, and tenacity.
the possibilities for our future museum at Epsom McGill Farmhouse. Right now we are in the renovation stage of our historic home that's 120 years old. So once we get finished the renovation stage, then we start making the museum. Here I've seen lots of options like VRCOLAB and many other things that will help us tell the story of sharecroppers and tenant farmers in Williamsburg County and the surrounding area.
I've learned the power of partnership. I'm here representing the university and museums and artists. These are all our partners. And I understand that together we can do and accomplish anything that we put our minds to. So that's what I've learned here at the conference.
The one thing I think I'll take home with me from AAAM 2026 is just the value of both home and all the other places and how connected we are. I recently just met a cousin here, and also just seeing all the great work that our people are doing to preserve our stories and to honor our ancestors. It is such a gift and a blessing to be able to do so. So I'm really grateful to be in this space, and I look forward to attending next year.
See, I'm one of the founding principals of Self-Tucker Architects in Memphis, along with my partner, Jimmy Tucker. A lot of the work that we do is in cultural spaces and culturally significant sites and places. So we are so happy to be here at AAAM and enjoying the conference, learning a lot with respect to museum design and a lot of the work that goes into not only the making of museums and exhibits, but how to engage community for the best experience and best design outcome possible. So I'm so excited to be here, the fellowship among those who are doing such important work, and then the organization itself, AAAM, is just an astounding organization that does so much work, and we are pleased to be a part of it, and we're also pleased to be a sponsor this year, as we have been on prior years as well.
Peace. My name is Lisa Andrews, and I'm the General Manager for Amazulu Collections Urban Carmen Wear. We are a jewelry and clothing brand right here in Philadelphia. We hold space here at the Reading Terminal Market and also at the Bach Building in South Philly.
My name is Crystal Strong. I am the Archive Director of the Move Activist Archive, and I'm based here in Philadelphia. We are working to preserve the organizational history and collective memory of the revolutionary Black organization, the Move organization. You can find us at movearchive.org.
My name is Mike Africa Jr. I'm the Legacy Director for the MOVE organization and the MOVE Activist Archive, and I'm from Philly. You can find us at themovearchive.org.
Hi, my name is Beryl Hunter, and I'm an archivist and cultural revenue strategist, and I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I am the principal person for my company, El Elyon Cultural Solutions, doing business as Heritage Hunters Collective.
Hi, I'm Shonda Smith. I'm the Executive Director of Public Works for the City of Mobile.
Hi, my name is Dr. Rayshanice Candy Tate, Dr. Candy, the Hatted Historian. I'm the curator and co-director of the Legacy Museum at Tuskegee University. This Taste of Freedom digital mapping project is the wave of the future, and so I want to see how we can bring that to Tuskegee.
I am Vicki McGill. I am based in Washington, D.C. I am the first generation out of Williamsburg County, South Carolina. I am a professional genealogist, a photographer, social media, graphic designer, all that good stuff. Majorly, I am working on Epsom McGill Farmhouse, which is a historic home that is in my family, based in Williamsburg County. And I come to that work as a professional genealogist, so I'm researching all the lines of not just my family, but a lot of other families, so I do it from a personal angle as well as a community research angle.
I'm Eric Westray. I'm the Director of Strategic Alliances and Community Engagement with Cheney University.
Hey, I'm Dr. Stephanie Joy Tisdale. I'm here representing 1838 Black Metropolis as the curriculum lead, so I'm really honored to collaborate with the team to curate resources for young people using primary sources from our Black community right here in Philadelphia. Oh, yes, please do visit 1838 Black Metropolis phillymetropolis.com. There's lots of lovely visuals there, lots of primary sources that are digitized there. And the beautiful thing is that even though the focus is 19th century Black history and culture, you're going to find folks who are coming into Philly and leaving out of Philly from all kinds of places, because Philly was a thoroughfare for people of African descent. And so again, it's much bigger than the Philly story. It's really the story of our people using Philly as a home base. So, yeah.